Good morning, year one. We're going to start with our phonics as usual, but today we're looking at our tricky words. So we're looking at all the ones we've covered so far. So I want you to practice spelling called, people, asked and could. So I want you to write a line of each word in your book, okay? So pause your screen and have a go practicing that, remembering to do your best handwriting. Fantastic, guys, well done. So now what I'd like you to do is write your own sentence with all of our tricky words in it. Okay, so can you write a lovely sentence that has all of our tricky words in it? Okay, so pause your screens and off you go. Super effort, guys, well done. I can't wait to see those lovely sentences. And that leads us to our reading. So today we're reading about the rainforest, okay? So, what I'd like you to do is pause your screen and have a go at reading the text for me. Okay, and now we'll have a go reading it together. What is a rainforest? Rainforests are a type of forest that have tall trees, warm weather and lots of rain. They are found in hot places such as Africa, Asia and Australia. The largest rainforest is called the Amazon in South America. Parts of a rainforest. A rainforest is made up of different layers or parts. The sunlit zone with the most sunlight and tallest trees. Up here it is hot, wet and windy. The canopy, where the branches and leaves of the trees are so close together that they touch and join up to form a kind of umbrella. The understory found under the canopy. It does not get much sunlight here. The forest floor, which is dark, damp and hot. Very little sun reaches the ground as the leaves of the canopy block the sunlight. Okay. So we've got our different sections, okay. So question number 1. In which hot places are rainforests found? So you need to write down 2. Okay, so I'd like you to pause your screens and have a go at answering that by yourself. So which hot places are rainforests found? Okay, fantastic. So the ones you should have chosen are Africa and Australia and written those down. Okay, guys, well done. So question number 2. A rainforest is made up of different layers. Can you match the name of the layer with the description by drawing lines to connect them? Okay, so again, I want you to pause your screen, and what I want you to do is just write the name and then the explanation next to it. Okay, off you go. Okay, well done, guys. So you should have put, hold on, let me just get the pen. You should have got that the sunlight zone has the most sunlight and the tallest trees. Okay, the canopy is the bottom one. The branches and leaves touch and join up to form a kind of umbrella. The understory is found under the canopy and it doesn't get much sunlight, and the forest floor is dark, damp and hot and very little sun reaches the ground. Okay, so you should have written those out. So if you just need to check on those ones, just pause your screens for a moment and then we'll move on. Okay, so question number 3. How many different layers or parts are there to the rainforest? So you just need to put a number here. How many different layers or parts are there to the rainforest? Okay, fantastic. You should have got 4. Okay. And question number 4. Now this is for you to have a think about and write your own answer to. Okay. So what do you think the pictures of animals in each section are there for? So if you have a look here, it's got a picture of some animals. Here again, it's got pictures of some animals. And then here we've got some more animals, okay? So what I want you to think about is why are the pictures of these animals in the section. What are they there for? Okay, so pause your screen and have a go at giving your answer. Okay, fantastic. Well done for having a good go at that one then, guys. And that brings us to our writing. So today you're going to write your draft for your report. Okay, so it doesn't have to include everything, and it can just be a rough guide, because tomorrow you're writing the real report. Okay, so this time I just want you to maybe lay out your headings and plan which facts will go under which headings. Okay, so you might want to just practice writing some of those sentences and how they're going to look, but if you want to change them tomorrow, that is fine, because today is just a draft. Okay, off you go. So remember to pause your screens while you finish that off, guys. Fantastic, well done. And that leads us to our maths. So can I find half of an amount? So this time we're not cutting shapes in half, we're finding half of an amount, okay? So we're going to talk through this. So find half of the amount. So what you can do is you can draw a line, okay? So if I look, I think this is about half, okay? So I've cut it in half. Okay, so those are beads. So we started off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We started off with 6 beads. I've cut them in half. How can I check that they are in half? Okay, I could count the beads on each side. So we've got 1, 2, 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3 on this side. So yeah, they are equal, they are the same. So half of the amount is 3. So we started off with 6 beads, but we've halved them, okay, and half is 3. Okay, again, I'm going to do this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, split them in half. Okay, done. I've split them in half. So this side we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And this side we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. So I have split my marbles in half. No? Okay, I've done that wrong, because are both sides the same? No, they're not the same. They're not equal. Okay, so we need to do that again. So maybe what we could do is split the marbles off, so we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we know that we've started with 10 marbles. But we need to work out how much is half and a half. So we can't draw our line this way, okay, because that wouldn't work, can we? But what we could do is do it this way, because if we look, these both look the same, but we need to check. So we need to count each side and check that they're the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 on this side, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. So are both sides the same? Yep. Okay. So half of 10 is 5. Okay, because we started with 10 marbles. 10 is our whole. We split it in half, and each half has got 5. So half of 10 is 5. Okay. Now we're going to mix some money into this, so it's going to become a little bit tricky. Okay, so can I find half of an amount? So it's pretty straightforward that we could draw our line here because we've got 2 on this side and 2 on this side. But have we got 2? Is this 2? We've got 2 coins. Okay, but what coins are they? They are 10p coins, aren't they? So how much have we got all together here? If we've got 2 10p's, how much have we got? Remember, we can use our counting in tens. We've got 10, 20. Okay, so we've got 20p on this side. And then again, let's count on this side. How much have we got? 10, 20. Okay, we've got 20p on this side. So have we split them in half? Yes, because they're both the same. How much did we start with? We started with 10, 20, 30, 40p. Okay, so we had 40p, and we found what half is, and half of 40p is 20p. Okay, so you'll do it. You've got some blocks of gold. You need to write what the whole is. Okay, so how much did we have to start with? So how many blocks of gold did we have? Split them in half, and then write. You don't worry about this sentence too much, okay? I just want you to write what half is. Okay, so we started with whole, and then I want you to tell me what half is. Okay, then again you've got the coins. The whole is, so how many coins did we start with, and then what is half? Okay, so pause your screens and off you go with that one. Okay, well done guys. So for the first one, you should have got the whole is, so let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the whole is 10. Okay, then you should have split them in half. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We know we've got 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know we've got 5 on this side, so we have split them in half. Okay, so what is a half of 10? It is 5. Okay, and the coins, the whole is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the whole is 12. Okay, so let's split them in half. Let's just count each side to check they're the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. So they are the same, so we have split them in half. So what is half of 12? 6. Fantastic, well done guys. Okay, so now we've got our secure it. So I've got 4 sets of rings, number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. So what I would like you to do is work out which set of rings have been halved. So all of these rings were a whole set to start with, okay, but now they're in 2 halves. Okay, well, one of them is in 2 halves, or maybe 2 of them are in 2 halves, but they're not all in halves. Okay, so I want you to find out which set of rings have been halved and how do you know. Okay, so I want you to explain how you know. So I'll give you a little clue. There are 2 sets of rings that have been halved. So find which these are, 1, 2, 3 or 4, and tell me how you know. Okay, so pause your screens and have a go at that for me. Fantastic guys, so you should have got that number 1 was halved and number 4 was halved, because here we've got 3 and here we've got 3, so they are equals. They are equal parts. They are the same, and the same here. We had 6 up here and 6 down here. Even though they don't look the same, we've got the same amount on both sides. Okay, whereas these have got different numbers, so they can't have been halved because they're not equal groups. Okay, they're not in equal sections. So our deepen it, you've got 2 questions here that I want you to have a go at. So number 1, we have 10 gems. If we halve them, I get 7 and you get 3. True or false? And then explain your answer. And then number 2, the pirate says, this is half of my treasure. How many do I have in total? Okay, so pause your screens and have a go at that for me. Okay, fantastic guys, well done. So for the first one, you should have said that it was false, okay? Because if you halve them, maybe what you might have said for your explanation, okay, if you halve them, both sides have to be the same, okay, they have to be equal, so it can't be 7 and 3, and you might have even said that they will get 5 each if they halve 10, okay? And for this pirate, this is half the treasure, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? So 7 is half of her treasure, so that means she must have another 7 somewhere else. So 7 add 7, which is 14. So she has 14 bits of treasure in total. Okay, super, well done. And that's the end of our video for today. So we've got one more day left and then it's the weekend. Okay, and I will see you tomorrow.